Oh my goodness, you guys, you would not believe what has finally happened. It has taken me since January the 5th to firstly create this blanket, but then repair the error of what I did with the yarn ends. Normally I sew my yarn ends as I'm going, but I just had a moment and was feeling so tired of doing that I thought I'd try a different option. So for this blanket, I thought I would use the crochet over the yarn ends and see how that went. And boy, did it go terribly. So I've ended up having to pull out so many of them, I can't even tell you, and sew them in separately. So it's been a blanket where it's had double the amount of work and effort compared to what it really needed. Also, hi there, my name's Jill of Gumleft Crochet and Yarn. Welcome to my channel. This blanket is a 11 square by 11. So it's a quite large one for me as well. I usually do more like throw size. My youngest daughter has bagged it and I absolutely love it myself. I could actually make another one in this colorway. She is happy for me just to do a plain border, and I think I will take it out about here in the green, and she wants it finished off with the khaki color, which I absolutely agree would look great. Not sure what I'll do with that last row of khaki. I'm kind of imagining trying out a big crab stitch, not just a small one along the top, but one that incorporates the row below. I don't know if that's been done before, but I would like to try it. I want the khaki to have some size to it, but also not just be the granny stitch. So I can work on that one soon because I am on my way doing the rounds around the border now. Finally! Oh my goodness! Since the 5th of November, you guys. This blanket just about broke me because I found I just couldn't do too many of the yarn ends at once in the end. It almost brought me to tears. But I persisted, like we do, and we get there, and then we get to feel the joy. So that's this beauty. She's on her way to being completed. Next up for today is my temperature blanket, which always gets neglected when you go away and you need time to catch up on where you are at. So let me show you. Here it is. I'm thinking it's only going to be a throw size. Next year, I'm definitely making a bigger one. So this is the end where I've done the catch up. It's had winter colours. Then we got a 33-degree day, another cooler, 2 30s, and yesterday was a 30 as well. So that'll no doubt be another gold. So we're warming up, you guys. The strange thing is, we're warming up and the people in the USA are still having 30 degrees plus. So there's an overlap of the heat now, which is a little concerning. I am one of those who believes in global warming. It's a contentious issue, so we won't go any further. Anyway, but it is interesting to see how it plays out in our temperature blankets. And I'd also like to know if you'd like to do a temperature blanket alongside me next year. I can do a few little special things for that. If you're interested, just write something in the comments below. I'll keep asking over the next few months and we'll see what we can come up with, because it'd be nice to do it together. And then say every fortnight send a photo in of your progress and I'll pop it up on here. And again, yeah, it's just nice to create something together. Even though we can't be physically together, we can be online, and that's the next best thing. Next thing we have here is this pattern from Lena. It's called the April Blossom Square. She's one of my friends on Instagram and her account is called Crochet Clint, which I'm probably saying terribly wrong because it's Swedish. What happened was a lady asked if I could do a tutorial to show her how to make this via video rather than just the pattern, and I thought that probably wouldn't be the right thing to do, so I asked Lena and she didn't mind at all. I was really touched and honoured that she would allow me to do that. So that's my very next job, and I'm hoping it'll be the next video come out. In the video I'll show you where to find the pattern, and I will do row by row tutorial, and then you can make it for yourself. This one is an absolute beauty. I used this in that blanket of 25 free granny squares, and it creates this most stunning big flower before you square it off. This flower here, I might pop in the one that I made and show you too. Really gorgeous. Anyway, so that's a job I want to get done next in line. And there's one more thing. This has been a slow burn throughout the year. It's also been a travel project. I took it on the cruise. So what I've done with this, or the reason I've done it, is because I had 4 of these. It is called Sage and it's from Stylecraft. It's a DK weight. It's been sitting there looking at me for so long that I just got sick of seeing it, and it kind of hadn't found its way into any of my projects. So I thought I'm going to do a project especially to use up this colour. It just doesn't seem to be my thing. So I'm just doing, are they 7 rows? 7 row granny squares. Each one has the colour Sage in it, but not on the edge. And then I will join with the Sage. And if I've got enough left, I will edge it. If not, I'll just choose another colour. So they're just coming along slowly but surely. I'm not too stressed or worried about this blanket. It'll just happen as it happens. Oh, and then there's my grandchildren's blankets. Well, what's happened with my grandson's blanket? Well, indecision was actually the problem. I have dyed up a DK weight for this blanket because he lives here and it really does get a bit cool in winter. Whereas my grandson in Townsville, I used sock yarn. So I had heaps of yarn to work with. It was no problem. I could choose any pattern, any combination. It didn't matter. But this one, I have to choose wisely. I made an error with this green. I did a filet crochet and it was just lost. And another error with this creamy colour. I did, it was a pattern that had a a lot of front post and back post, and it used up the yarn so quickly that it was just way too short. I've got this one that I will keep as is. The moss stitch is a definite keep as it is. Single crochet, keep that one as it is. And the ripple, that one, it does lose the pattern a little bit, but I still think it looks all right. The next one is called Jacob's Ladder. Now I am going to show you how to do this. It's much easier than it looks. So I'm finding I'm lacking inspiration. So in the middle of everything else I've had going on, I did put it aside. I feel like now I'll be able to give it some more attention as soon as I finish Isabel's blanket and get that one off my shoulders. Boy, it was causing me some stress. You wouldn't think, would you? And then I did dye up these 3 skeins thinking I would use them with Ochre's blanket, but I'm not going to. As I said the other day, I cannot divide them. They're just such a beautiful gradient. I really love them, and I'm hoping someone else will too, and they'll go to their forever home. I have 2 more balls here, and I'm pretty sure I'm lacking. So I feel like I'll be able to find direction once my mind clears a bit more with the big green paint box yarn blanket. So that's where I'm at. Let me turn it over and show you how the Jacob's Ladder works. It's quite clever. I really like it. Hang on a tick. To make the Jacob's Ladder, you're going along doing double crochets, and at the specified spot you stop and do 8 chain, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you secure it back through the front of the very first stitch or the last stitch of the double crochet with a slip stitch. Then you continue on with your double crochet. Okay, I'll stop here with that. Then what you do with all these little chain circles hanging out is basically thread the bottom one over the top, and you just keep going with that. Bottom one over the top, pull the top one through. Can you hear those kookaburras in the distance? I love kookaburras. All right, so then they've become like a ladder. Then when we get to the last row, I will have had these all chained up, and then you secure it with your very last row so they stay in place. Anyway, I'll show you when I do finish this panel. But this is a new one on me, the Jacob's Ladder. That was just a quick little vlog to show you where I was up to. I was actually so excited to have something to show finally. Boy, it took forever. Anyway, that's the nature of our industry, isn't it? Crochet is not quick. It takes time. I'm going to go now and make a start on crocheting Lena's Granny Square, and I can't wait to show you that either. I wonder what colours I might use. Anyway, have a fabulous day, everyone. Thanks for being here with me. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Please subscribe, and that helps me as well as you, because you can tap the notification button and you will then know when my next video is up live. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.